As I was preparing for this evening, I heard that the theme was going to be everything changes and nothing doesn't change. I'll repeat that again. Everything changes and nothingness doesn't change. And what I hear that saying for us tonight is that the unity within Oasis is that window, that portal that we enter in order to return to that space where we can sit at the very center of the cyclone. We could be in the center of chaos and recognize that in that space where there is no thing other than I, the one who is the perceiver, the one who is the awareness, within my field of consciousness, I recognize that there is no change. I simply am the one that is seeing. So in order for us to center into this right now, we are listening to the sound of the speaker's voice, coming into a deepening state of receptivity through listening. And then from that space, we gently redirect our attention down to the breath, and then through the breath, down into the sensation within the hands and the feet, so that we can recognize that we do have a sense of body awareness as well. And in this very moment, the body is not thinking. The body is not really complaining about anything. It's not voicing some sort of emotional reaction, although we do recognize that there may be things that are happening in the body that are a byproduct of a certain psychological and or psychic condition. However, we are the one that is bearing witness to this. And from this very inmost position of being awareness, we ever so gently recognize that there is a perfection within the stillness. We may see at times that our awareness is wavering a little bit, maybe fluctuating with observing any thoughts that are moving through, or any emotion, or maybe distraction to something outside, or a body posture, or a little bit of discomfort. But as we redirect our attention back to the stillness of the feet, the stillness of the hands, we are imbibing this stillness. We are coming into a very gentle and deepening communion with this stillness. The eyes may want to fluctuate between being open and then closing at times. And we allow whatever does want to happen without any ideology being imposed upon what meditation should look like. every so often redirecting the awareness down into recognizing the momentum of the incoming breath until it reaches a fullness, and just for a split second or 1 or 2 seconds, creating a kind of pause with the gap between the incoming breath and the outgoing breath. And within that pause, recognizing that I am awareness in a state of poise. Watching the out-breath being released until there is no breath, and once again, for 1 or 2 seconds, capturing that moment of stillness, that gap between the outgoing breath and the incoming breath. Being present to these gaps in such a manner that rather than being fixated on having to be there with it, it is like a window to a certain space, a spaciousness, a window to a quality of timelessness. And we are welcoming this window, welcoming the window to enter this state, so that we may relax deeper into this immersion of timeless being. Relaxing into silence. Relaxing into emptiness. relaxing into silence. Relaxing into nothingness. Where no thought shall enter, no emotion shall arise. Just a quiet stillness of being, a quiet presence of love. Just a quiet stillness of being, a quiet presence of love.